Hello everyone, welcome back to FinSforce. This is the new YouTube channel we have started, which is dedicated to all the things related to financial services cloud, whether it is related to latest release updates, whether it is related to new features, whether it is related to hands-on guide or a workshop. So everything related to financial services cloud going to be uploaded on this channel. And today is the first episode of our Basics of Financial Services Cloud series. In this episode, we will cover like introduction of financial services cloud and basics concept of it. Then we will understand why we need the financial services cloud, then the features of financial services cloud. Also, we will see the brief history about FSC. Then we will see what is the difference between managed package data model of FSC and the standard data model of the FSC, which comes recently. Before we move to understand what is financial services cloud is, what are the features of it or history, first we have to understand the problem with the current financial system. So, financial services has been most regulated industry, which has like a compliance issues and so many other different issues they have. So, first problem with financial services is like that they are still using the legacy IT system. Means still they store their data into their database. They still build on the Java application or a .NET application. uh, when you're using the legacy IT system, it is very hard to connect with any latest tech, like any integrations you want to do. It's very hard to do that. And you might also notice whenever you reach out to bank for some work, they always say that our server is down, right? Because the maintenance is the major problem. Their servers has not been maintained, well equipped, and it is not a cost effective. It takes a lot of money to maintain all these kind of servers. So this is the first problem which financial services are facing right now. Second problem is like a compliance management. So, as I already mentioned, the financial services cloud practice or industry has been the very regulated industry where compliance is the most key factor, because is anything happens which is not followed the compliance, that can be a problem with that particular financial institution. So compliance management is a very hard part, because everything like customer interaction, customer audit trial is being stored where maybe in local database, maybe into their Excel sheet. So whenever auditor comes, it is very hard for the bankers to create the report of all the audit and share them. It takes a month to do that. So that is another problem which financial institution is facing right now. Third is their operation works in silo, which means that department doesn't know about the customer, about like what are the financial account they have, what are the credit card they hold. Insurance department doesn't care about that. Similarly, the department which are working for the account opening doesn't know about the insurance domain or insurance department, because all the department in the same bank works differently. They have their own processes, their system is not integrated with each other. So when a customer asks for their details, that what are the products bought from the particular bank, so they have to check the multiple system, or they will not have the enough information. They will not get the whole details of the customer, that what are the product or customer has bought, or what are the relationship with the particular customer with the bank. So these are the three major problem which I saw. So before we move into understanding what is financial services cloud, first we have to understand why we need the financial services on the first place. Because when I'm going to show you the features of financial services cloud, you might see that okay, this can be built with the sales cloud, this can be built with the service cloud, this can be done into experience cloud or using the Omni Studio. So first we have to understand that, and we will understand by taking one example. Let's consider one bank. One bank all the operations. One bank name is the ABC bank. So that bank operation is everything is manual, everything is paper based. So the bank decided now it's time we go for the digitalization, so that we can perform well, we can maintain a good relationship with the customer. Now they will have two options for this. First, to convert or everything physical process to digital, they have to hire some developers, or they will hire some companies to build the tools or technology for them. What technology they can choose? They can choose again the Java or a simple their database like a MySQL server or something like that. Doing all this, hiring a developer, having the database, having this on server, or hiring any company to build this digital transformation for them will cost time and the money. Similarly, if they decided let's go with the Salesforce and use the Sales Cloud and the Service Cloud, and let's build the CRM for the bank, whether being be it using the developers, in-house developer, or using the any vendor or company. Still, because the Salesforce Sales Cloud Service Cloud does not have the pre-built processes or a data model which can be utilized by the bank, so they have to go for the customization. And whenever you go for the customization, again, time and the money will play a big part. And time is the most thing, because all the processes need to be identified, then need to be well written, then it need to be developed, then testing, and then it's a go live. So it's take too much time to build the processes in sales and service cloud. This is where the financial services cloud comes in. It has like a 50 plus pre-built flows based on the industry requirement. It will have the core banking accelerator, where you can make the integration like a KYC integration, credit check integration very easily. Then it will give you the pre-built Omni script and Omni Studio components. Then you will have the industry-based data model. It will also have the features of Sales Cloud. It will have the features of Service Cloud. You will have pre-built customer portal for you. And if you wanted to have any origination like opening a saving account, opening a credit card, requesting a credit card, so everything is a pre-built in Financial Services Cloud. So that bank who is hiring the developers and a company to build everything customized, they can use the Financial Services Cloud, where they will get everything pre-built based on the product nuances and their processes nuances. They can customize these pre-built components, and their go live time will be very high than expected. Now let's move towards understanding the history of Financial Services Cloud. So Financial Services Cloud launched around 2016, and they started with the wealth management. Moving to the next year, they started with the retail banking, the commercial banking, and insurance lending. So these are the 4 years that everything Salesforce is launching for specific industries of the banking. Uh, then let's move for the next, where we will come to 2020, where Salesforce acquired the Velocity and it's become the Omni Studio. And this is where the Financial Services Cloud becomes the Omni Studio heavy, because most of the components are built in Omni Studio. It is not utilizing the LWC that much. And it is suggested that if you are into Financial Services Cloud, you must use the Omni Studio. So in 2020, they launched the Omni Studio. Then 2021, they started for the corporate investment banking. Then in 2022, the onboarding innovation is started, where they utilize the data cloud. They utilize the Salesforce Genie at the time it was there for the real-time data injection for the financials profile. Also, in this time, they started going towards the AI journey, which brings you to another era, which is called the Agent Force or Agentic era. In 2023, the Einstein Copilot comes, where it will give you all the personalized profiles, summary of your financials, financial 360 and the customer 360. You can summarize that. You can utilize the data cloud to get all the financial transaction and get a perfect view of customers' financial details. In 2024, Salesforce and the Managed Package Foundation. So what happens before 2024? is that if you wanted to have a retail banking features, you have to install the managed package. If you wanted to have the commercial banking feature, you have to install the managed package. So in 2024, Salesforce end the managed package part. Now if you bought the license of financial services cloud, you will get it just like a standard object. There will be no fins of underscore will be in front of any object if you see. And in 2025, Salesforce changed the name of financial services cloud to agent for financial services. It is just not a name change, because now Salesforce provide 100 plus agentic actions and agents that can be ready to deploy for the financial institution, whether it is bank, credit unions, or wealth management firms. And now, as I mentioned, Agent Force has been updated to Agent Force Financial Services. So, Financial Services Cloud has been named to Agent for Financial Services, and now in future it will be called like this only. These are the verticals of Financial Services Cloud, and now we will call it as Agent Force Financial Services. Retail banking, they have a dedicated workspace for that. Similarly, for the commercial banking, wealth management, investment, and digital origination. And in upcoming videos, we will see the more details about each and every domain, what are the feature comes into each domain. So we will look into the upcoming videos. This is the how architecture looks like. So whether you are a customer, you are a client, you are a policy holder, you are a borrower, or an advisor, or a broker, or a banking agent, everyone will get a same omni experience. Be it you are delivering, oh sorry, we are using the portal, uh, you're calling the contact center, you're using the WhatsApp messages, you are using the chatbot, you are using the mobile app. Everyone will have the similar or a same experience throughout their journey. There will be no different that in experience site you are having a different flow, in Salesforce you are having a different flow. So everything will be personalized for every customer or every persona. Then it comes to intelligence. Again, it will be agent force there, Einstein will be there, Tableau for the data analysis will be there. Then in the center part you see the business solution, where you will have the referrals, relationship management, claims management, quotation, service automation, integrated uh, workflows, and what are the domain specific data model is there, like a wealth management, banking, lending, insurance, commercial banking, and now a digital lending, digital origination also there. Whenever you as I already mentioned, whenever you bought a Salesforce, you will get the features of Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, and there will be a pre-built integration available which can be utilized, there will be integration with Equifax to get your credit score checked. So that is already pre-built. You just have to call those action, you put your credentials of Equifax, and it is ready to use. Now moving ahead, uh, this is how we can say when we ask why we need the financial services cloud. So these are the three main reasons. Measure is time to value. So whenever you have everything pre-built based on the all the banking requirements, is everything is pre-built, everything is pre-configured, integration is ready, so your time to value will increase, means your go live time will be reduced. Also, you will have the industry specific data model, so you don't have to build it each and every object from the start. If you wanted to add few fields, you can edit into predefined objects, and these are applicable to all the banks scenarios. So because everyone will have the account, everyone will have the financial account, everyone will have the KYC, everyone will have the household, so everything will be pre-built for them. Based on the some requirement, they have to update some fields. Then they will have 360 client visibility. So let's say a banker or a bank agent open a customer profile, they can see all the financial history of the customer, how many products, means how many financial account they have, like a credit card, loan, they have saving account, checking account, who are the primary borrowers, secondary borrowers, what are the transaction of financial services, what are the transaction of the particular credit card, And what is the overall net worth of the particular person, they can see it on a single page. If they wanted to perform some action, they can do it on the same page only using the service process studio. Then automated compliance and security, third part, which we have already checked the problem with the current financial institution. So we have compliance navigator, where everything like customer interaction, customer, all the checkpoints will be stored and audit trails will be into Salesforce only. So whenever auditor comes, they can easily take out the report and share with them. So it's make the bank job easy related to maintaining the compliance, because whenever new compliance come, they have to just put some compliance information and it will be applicable all the processes. For example, let's say a bank change a government change the repo rate, interest rate on the loan. So you have to just make few changes and it will applicable to all the loans. Otherwise, if you don't use the financial services cloud, you have to manually update into your database, into each and every accounts will be getting updated. So these are the three main reason why every financial institution should use the financial services cloud. And if you are a developer or admin or just wanted to start on financial services cloud, so these are the four, the base cloud you must know. First is the service cloud, sales cloud, Omni Studio. Revenue cloud is not much required because it is the part of digital landing or digital origination, where the pricing qualification will come up. But you should know the sales cloud, basics of sales cloud, basics of service cloud, and basic of Omni Studio to get the hands on with the financial services cloud. And these are the features of financial services cloud, like you will get the 360 view of customer. Then there is a group and household. What is group? Let's say one company has a multiple company, child company, like a Meta has a WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta. So Meta is a group and they have a multiple companies. Similarly, household is what? Is a family, like Verma family have the multiple members, like my spouse, children, mother, father. So that will be called as a Verma household, like a Verma family. Now we have financial account data model. Financial account is nothing but the account you are getting opened with the bank. Means your saving account is a financial account, your credit account is another financial account, your loan is another financial account. So everything related to one product you bought from the bank will be stored into financial account. Now we have the actionable relationship center. Just like I mentioned, we have the group and household. So get the view of this group and household into single pane of glass. We can use the actionable relationship center, where I can see that Verma household had these four members, and if I wanted to perform any action, I can do it from that hierarchical graph only. Then we have relationship map. Similarly, this ARC is like a standard tool. Now, if you wanted to show some custom object or custom information, you can utilize the relationship map. Now, sixth feature is the discovery framework. So whenever you apply for the loan, you will have the set of question you need to answer, right? Your incomes, your details, your house information, your address information, or in which company you work. So these are the pre-built, these are the set of questions can be differ for product to product. If you are opening up saving account, the question can be different. If you are opening up the credit card, question can be different. So all these questions and the answers are stored into discovery framework, where you don't have to create the question and answer manually. Everything is pre-built, you have to just utilize for that. If you have any additional question and answer, you can set up over there. Then we have a pre-built KYC data model. Whether you are opening a saving account or applying for the credit card or a loan, a KYC is the must. So it will have the pre-built KYC fields, objects, and it will have the validation that KYC is completed or not. So that kind of data model is already there. Then we have data consumption framework. So whenever we call the integration, when we call a third party services, so those information for the audit purpose, it will be stored into data consumption framework, so that compliance management can be very easily. Then we have document management and document checklist. So whenever you apply for the loan, you have to provide the set of documents. So and based on the loan to loan or a product to product, your document requirement can be changed. So this all the information will be stored into document checklist, and the tracking of all the document status will be from there. Then we have 10th feature is called intelligence document reading. Just like a OCR, whenever you upload a document, it will fetch the data from that and store into Salesforce. You just have to do some mapping. So that features is also available into FSC. Then we have record alerts. So let's say one account uh, doing some fraud, or he's doing some transaction which is above his limit, or there is a multiple fraud activities going on. So record alerts can pop up on the customer profile, so that bank agent can easily identify there is a problem with that account, and it need to be uh, analyze more and check out of any suspicious activity on that particular record. So that can be done with the record alert. You can use the integration for that also. If you wanted to get the anti-money laundering data and show into alert, you can do that. Just like in Salesforce, we have master detail relationship where you can create the roll up. Here, you can create the roll up for the lookup also. So it's called record by lookup, which will aggregate all the data of their household, their members, family members to the top hierarchy. Then we have another feature called timeline. In the timeline, what will happen? How many interaction? What are the interaction case created? Applied for the loan. You called to the bank. You email received or not. Every transaction or every interaction you done with the bank and bank done with you will be stored into timeline. It is a pre-built component. You can configure it based on your requirement. Interaction summary is just like whenever you are having a meeting with a bank, all the notes, all the summary, and anything follow up need to be done can be stored into interaction summary. Action plan is nothing, is a set of tasks need to be performed by a agent or by a customer. So those pre-built templates will be available as a action plan. Just like for the loan, there is a set of tasks need to be performed. For the credit card, there is a different set of tasks need to be performed by the agents or the underwriter. So those can be utilized from the action plan. Business rule engine, I can give you the example. Just like you might see a pre-approved loan right in your banking application. How it will be identified? It is identified the business rule engine, because it will run behind the scenes. You don't have to write the code for it. You have to just configure the eligibility for this much of income, this much of credit score, this much of credit history. This loan should be the pre-approved. So this is the basic example I am giving. Uh, this can be configured in more complex way, and you can create the those kind of rules very easily without writing a code. Then we have service process studio. This is another very interesting feature in financial services cloud, where it will help the banking agent to follow a step by step processes that need to be performed. Just like action plans here, you will have the stage, like a case will have the stage, the one application will have some stage, and on that particular stage what task you need to perform or what task other teams need to be performed will be mentioned. And if you wanted to run the integration, that will be there. If you wanted to run some flow, you can configure from there. So this is very low code design, uh, where you can do the KYC onboarding, AML checks by step using service process studio. Then we have another feature called flow for industry. So as already mentioned, it will be, you will get a like a 100 plus pre-built flows that can, you just need to clone it and utilize according to your requirement. Then we have the consent management. The consent is just like you see terms and condition and you just click on the true without reading anything. So those consent management can be differed based on the loan to loan or product to product or bank to bank. So consent management is there, whether you have accepted the consent, whether you have declined the consent. If you wanted to have a e-signature, that can be done using the consent management. And obviously all this product, all these features, all these customers, all these banking agents should be under a one branch. So financial services cloud has the branch management, and then cut. Okay, financial services cloud has the branch management, where you can create the bankers of their particular branch manager, their agents, and assign the role accordingly, banking hours, everything you can do it from there. And then we have agent force financial services, where you will have the pre-built agents like a transaction dispute agent. uh, then if you wanted to onboard anything, then you have the agent for that also. Another agent is available, right, for summarizing all the financials details. So there's those kind of agents available in financial services cloud. Now, managed package versus core data model. As I already mentioned that in 2024 or 23, Salesforce has moved from managed package to core data model. But why they have moved from that, we have to understand that. So this is how the managed package data model looks like, where you see the person account, it is in center, then you have the financial account into bottom, and all the uh, the financial holding, liability, alerts, card is connected with each other. We will go deep into each and every data model in upcoming videos, but I just wanted to show you how the managed package data model looks like, and now how the standard data model package looks like. So now if you see, in the center, the financial account is the center of attraction, where everything will be moved from there. Then you will have the new object related called product to branch unit, everything like a banker, from the bank management, payment mandate, financial security, record alert, everything will be connected with the financial account. We will see this again into upcoming videos dedicated only for the data models. And this is a simplified version of data model. Like if banker is working on the sales, they have to work with the financial deal and account plans. If they are working in origination and digital lending, then the application form object, financial account, and collection plan will comes to play. If someone is working on the KYC, then you have to focus on the party profile and the assessment. If you are working with a CRM, like growing the trusted relationship, you need to know the financial goal, you need to know the interaction summary, their financial plan and interaction. So that will be stored into different object. In the center, you will have the account, business account, person account, and household and the groups. They also have some services, or they wanted to raise a case or something like that, so it will come into service, where the dispute will be there related to transaction. You raise a case, you ask for some service, it will go to service catalog request, and then public complaint will be there. Then branch management will have branch unit, location, then you have the compliance management, and so on. So this is the simplified version of standard data model. But why Salesforce move from the packaged version to standard data model? First is the whenever Salesforce launch any update in any quarter or a new feature, is highly dependent on custom objects, because all the managed package is part of the custom object. So it is very hard for the Salesforce to update each and every features and apply to all the orgs, because also the managed package and that custom objects of that managed package comes against a limit. So that is another problem. So Salesforce have moved to native now. They can easily update every features, and they can easily uh, expand and expand it to the integration, just like a Salesforce is launching the headless 360. So for that, they need to have everything into platform rather than having it to manage package, because one customer might not install the full managed package, one customer might install the full package, so it's hard to put the updates on that orgs. Then they have optimized the household and group modeling. Just like we saw, managed package was the core on to individual person account and account. Now we have party relationship model, where you can easily maintain the household and the group relationship. And then third part is the consistent metadata and the API exposure. Just like I was mentioning, it was Salesforce has the headless 360, right? So now metadata can be exposed to other services, or bank has their own web application, they wanted to use the financial services cloud features. Now they can use very easily, because earlier it was considered as a custom object. Now it will be everything is a standard, everything is come as a platform. So these are the three main reason why Salesforce moved from the package to standard data model. And this is what we have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my explanation, if you understand the concept of financial services cloud, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends who just wanted to learn the financial services cloud. Thank you so much. See you into next video.